Amy, what's the last name?
Arietta, A-R-R. Yeah, I just emailed you.
Prosecutor? Mr. Arrieta, is that you? Sir, you are wanted out of the state of New York for failure to appear on a conference on a violation of probation for assault with intent. Are you waiving formal extradition, sir? What happened?
I was just thinking something else.
Okay. All right, sir. We wish you the best of luck. Okay. Take care.
Thank you, Judge. Might be excused.
Thank you, Chisholm. Yeah.
Yes,
Easy
Judge.
money.
Thank you, Judge.
Guys, are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
There are times in life when you run into people, they can be a complete cancer to your life. Some people thrive on drama. That's how they get off. That's all they like. They like to just create. If you have people in your life like that, it's probably advisable to cut ties, because if not, they're just going to bring you down. We all have people like that in our life. We do. I do. I have people that are constantly after me as well. I do everything in my power to get away so that it doesn't bring you down. The problem is, Mr. McCollum, is when we have situations where there are repeated bond violations, I take issue with that. And I can't let people go when they continue to have violations. But I want to know that it's a true violation. I have ordered him not to have contact with this person, correct? I'm not asking much from you. The only thing I'm asking you to do is stay out of trouble, keep your monitor on, and don't have contact. You stop. I'm not asking you to say, I don't like to put people in jail, but I got to know that you're complying with the conditions. There's a lot of things that are at play in your case here. There's a lot of other evidence that's out there that I would like to see before I take action and put you in. They're saying things that happen. Hunter is saying things that happen. I want to know what the truth is. And the truth is, and it lies with the evidence, because the evidence will point to whose side is correct. Words, Mr. McCollum, words mean absolutely nothing. I don't give a rat's ass about words. Evidence points to whose side is correct. I am going to give you some time, not a lot, but I'm giving you to Friday to figure out what's going on, because I want to know. Most importantly, is it the machine that's messing up? Are you truly charging it? Number one. Number two, they're saying that there's been contact. I hope not. I want to know. I want to see it. Show me what you have. Likewise, show me what you have too. I'm all ears. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt right now. If I wasn't, I would lock your butt up right now. But I'm giving you the opportunity now to show me what evidence is out there. Show me what you're doing. I want to know, are you charging this device as it should be? There are records of this. You know what the expectation is. I'm giving you time, Mr. McCollum, and I'm giving you the opportunity. I want to see it. Likewise, I want to see in what validation they have as well. That's it. We will reconvene here Friday because I want to know what Hunter has. I want to know what they have. Is that enough time?
Yes, Judge. Friday's fine.
Do you have any questions? You know what? It's better not that you don't. If you have any questions, talk to Hunter. But I'm giving you the opportunity. All I want to know is, are you abide by it? Are you abiding? That's all I want to know. Okay. See you Friday.
I don't know the answer.
They fly people, don't they? Don't they fly people sometimes?
The U.S. Marshals does.
Oh, not,
It's mostly ground transportation.
okay. I watch too many movies.
Yeah.
Con Air.
Right?
We are a poor state government.
Good morning, Mr. Ginder. Good morning, Your Honor.
So
What's the word, Thunderbird?
I have an update, but it's not a good one. So, and credit to Amy, she's been mostly following up, but I was able to speak with the deputy sheriff in Bucks County. And right now they're spread so thin, they have no way of picking up before even the 30 statutory days. They have 4 people spread out and they have priority cases. And I explained to the sheriff's officer, like, this isn't a capital murder. This is an aggravated sexual assault of a child. This is a theft by taking. And so priority wise regarding the charge is they're just unable to accommodate. They're trying to get adult probation to figure out if there's another way to do it. But for this warrant, just be forthcoming, is that this isn't one they're going to be able to. But also it presents the issue is they're not going to recall the warrant. They still want him. They're just physically unable to do it within the statutory period. So this isn't even discretion. They're just unable to do so. So
Just because we still have to follow the law.
right. And so we're stuck in this quagmire where he's going to just keep getting arrested because the warrant's still going to be live. Like he could leave today and get arrested this afternoon. It's just going to keep happening. And
Well,
so,
look, you can lead a horse to water,
right.
as the saying goes. You already know that even if you get released today, that warrant will be eternally out there until you go back and take care of it.
Yes,
Every time you get arrested, how many days are you missing in your life? 20, 30 days every single time. So the right thing to do is go back.
But I mean, that's also why he keeps getting arrested, is because every time they believe that they have the capacity to do it, and then suddenly they realize they have holiday pickups and they have other things that take priority. So that's why the warrant is still being validated, is because they think this time they can make it within.
What are you going to do?
So this one, I mean, because they've already related, and I'm relating to the court that they're unable to, is I'm not agreed to a bond, but I'm not opposed to a bond. I mean, ultimately, when it runs out the date, we run out date, and I'm still waiting. Legally,
So
I'm
you
waiting
won't,
for.
you're not gonna null it though, I guess.
I'm gonna wait until I get a final confirmation from adult probation there, because they're the actual, just like Art for the DA's office here, for our warrants, is they're the final decider of how they want to handle the warrant. And apparently, it takes a little bit of time for them to respond to the sheriff's office there, and I'm not gonna waste this court's time if they're not gonna
Have
respond.
we had him here before?
We've had him 3 times before. And so he was
Have we
arrested.
ever given him a bond?
No, we've dismissed, I believe, before it came to that. And like I said, 2 of them were before my time, before I joined general litigation. So I can't speak to when Katie and Stan did it, but at least for myself, is we dismissed it before that became a scenario.
Judge, my understanding is he was held until they maxed out their time, and then he was released 3 times.
Sure, of course. That, I mean, I guess that was implied, but what,
Right. It's not a day of, he's released, they max out, they
Sure.
don't get extra time. So he sat down 3 times for this. 14 days, 3 times, so 45 days, and they're not coming.
at the end of the day, it's one person. That's right.
And so
I mean, it's not,
I told him, hey, he's gonna say, what's the difference this time? And he tells me he's got the funds.
no. I'm going to set a bond for him now. I'm going to give him a bond.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to, I mean, there's no sense in keeping you in custody when we know they're not going to come. Right. But like I said, if you don't go back, this is going to continue to happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So it would behoove you to get back there as soon as possible, take care of it, so you can be done with it once and for all, and go on with your life. Really, it's nonsensical to keep getting arrested and you sit 14 days every single time. I mean, we're working 3 times now. Really. Now begs the question: what's the bond amount?
For the court, I said, if it wasn't a parole violation, I'd probably be more comfortable just giving a number and being agreed to one. But in the end, I understand the transportation difficulties, but ultimately it is a parole violation. And so that's why I can't agree to one. I'm just not opposed to one.
Judge, I think the issue is gonna be him having somebody to come and actually post a bond for him. This is a situation where they're not dismissing the case, that therefore you need somebody to come.
I'm going to give you a PR bond.
Oh, fantastic. Then.
You know, I mean, there's no sense in keeping someone in custody when we know that they're not going to come. It's just, it's not fair.
PR bond, I would ask for a $300 PR bond.
You know what you have to do.
Yes, sir.
Go back, get it done once and for all. I'm going to give you a PR bond now, but I'm going to tell you one time, I'm not going to continue to play this game. If you act like a child, well, we're going to treat you like a child. We're not asking for much. I'm going to give you a PR bond now, but this is a fugitive case. You get one shot. Normally, when we have people that come back on multiple fugitive cases, we don't continue to give PR bonds. We don't continue to do this. I'm going to do it now because he's already indicated that they're not going to come get you. But if you get arrested again, and if it continues to happen, you're old enough to know actions have consequences. So does the failure to act. You understand, Mr. Ginder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll give him a PR bond now and then just let them know.
It's 14 days. Well,
Okay.
plus the 1 day for
But
release.
I mean, I'm releasing it now.
Like, what I mean is in terms of directives to return, because the PR bond is still within the context of the fugitive case, and so releasing.
So I'm ordering you to go back to this jurisdiction, to go either turn yourself in or go post bond. Where is it, Mr. Kim?
Pennsylvania, Bucks County.
You must either go turn yourself in or post bond in that jurisdiction. If you do that, that will take care of this fugitive case. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you don't, this warrant, this nationwide warrant will be out there for eternity. Okay?
Understood. Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
So bond set at 300, Ricardo, and PR bond. Yeah.
Judge Fletcher,
Yes,
you guys need to refuse first.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna come back.
true. Withdrawal waiver. He still waived, so you still have to sign. No, not him. You have to sign the withdrawal.
okay.
Fine, because these ones, I really don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go.
It sounds bad, but if you think about it, it could be
Well,
something simple.
if I had more information, I feel like I'd have a better chance, but I
You
don't.
want more time?
I don't think it's good. Well, no,
You're not going to get more?
no, but because it's in my favor, and that's the issue. It's ironic. I can't get more time because more time means I win. So, well, Roach. And winning by default isn't.
Mr. Kim is so great,
I just,
really. He just could clone you.
I don't.
Good morning, is it Diepa?
Good morning.
Mr. Diepa, you are wanted out of the state of Oklahoma. I think it's Creek County, Oklahoma, for embezzlement.
I'm so sorry.
I guess misappropriating.
I'm so sorry. Apropiar.
Te dan
Shh.
la propiedad y luego te quedas con ella. No se lo quitaste a nadie, te lo dieron.
Mi propiedad.
Your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before.
Lo conocido.
I don't know who you are.
No sé quién es.
The only way that I get to know you in this very short time is by looking at you on paper, because that will tell me who you really are.
¿Quién es?
I know that you're going to tell me it's gumdrops and rainbows and that you're always walking around with a halo. But really, what matters is on paper, because that tells us how we get to know you, essentially. So, Mr. Kim, tell us about Mr. Diepa, please.
I couldn't find any other criminal history
Otros antecedentes criminales.
for the defendant.
Acusado.
However,
Sin embargo,
Oklahoma has confirmed they will be picking him up tomorrow.
van a levantar mañana.
So I'd be opposed to a bond because the transportation is already here. If they're picking him up tomorrow, that means they've already landed in Houston today. And it's a guaranteed transport back.
Transporte garantizado.
And for that reason, I would be
Y
opposed
por
to a
esa
bond.
razón estoy en contra de.
I have no information on the embezzlement.
No tengo ninguna
I attempted to get a
información
hold
de
of the sheriff's office there. They were unable to give me any information.
Sí la llamaron, pero
they-
no pudieron dar
They
información.
did set an in-state county bond for $112,000.
112,000
Never- Always something new.
That's why I said if we have more time, then I will win by default because he will get picked up tomorrow.
Have you run an
I
NCIC?
did nothing else, Judge.
Funks?
If I may, Judge, so first of all, my client works as a truck driver, CDL. That kind of goes with the charge that he is being charged with embezzlement. He was supposedly given something, charged with something, and there's an argument that, hey, somebody didn't get their property back or
Alguien no
something.
recibió su propiedad.
He has a great argument for it. They showed me some emails back and forth between him and the dispatch showing that the possible bail for property made it to where it's supposed to be. They've contacted a lawyer out in Creek County. He's got no criminal history. He's a resident. There's no flight risk. He hasn't been here before. Now, I understand the predicament
Entiendo.
that somebody might
Que
be
alguien
expending travel time and things like that, but my client's in jail. And so it means a lot to me, and I hope it means a lot to the court. Because he's got no previous fugitive cases and he hasn't messed up in your court, I would ask that he be allowed to go turn himself in if he's got a plan to do that. I asked him, hey, what's the difference between waiting for Oklahoma? And it's easy for me to say because I'm not in it. I think we'd be in a different position if we had to wait.
You know, there's transportation, they're ready to come pick him up. Whereas one of the things that I'm going to require, I'm going to tell you now, is that his passport be surrendered, so I know that he's not gonna, take off and that he's can't go international. Mr. Kim, I think that's,
And unfortunately, I wish I had more facts to give you. I mean, especially with the consideration of bond for the embezzlement, it could be a couple $100, it could be $3 million. I have truly no idea what the level of, because I don't know what's in the
does the
cargo.
teletype say? Does it tell?
It just says felony embezzlement. I don't know what the cargo is that he allegedly mishandled, for lack of a better word. I truly don't know, and that's why I have a difficult time, other than that argument.
If you want, I will, but I want the passport first.
Let me ask him if he's got access to the passport. ¿Tienes el pasaporte donde lo puedes entregar?
El pasaporte está en mi casa.
A tu casa.
Yo tengo mi residencia en los papeles como en la billetera mía. Tengo mi residencia.
Ok, pero después quiere el pasaporte. No sería difícil para que ellos vayan.
Let's do it. I guess I'm gonna let you talk because I don't want to say, I don't want him to say something,
Well, he is a resident. He is a resident. So if we have proof of that.
I don't know that.
Well, if we have proof of that, would you?
He could be Bugs Bunny for all I know. How do I know?
For what it's worth, I don't believe this particular, and other than the irony of, because it's a fugitive case, I don't believe he is an international flight risk, because nothing in the teletype or for the information I have concerns with, but it's just obviously him not returning to Oklahoma in the first place. That was my concern, because it's guaranteed.
His wife is here, his wife lives here in Houston. His son, hijo o hija para un bebé.
You want to surrender the,
Mi sobrino.
Okay, his cousin is here. The cousin's husband works with him in the trucking company that they have. And so they're all here saying to the state, they're here supporting him. He is not a flight risk because his family's here. And his company's here. It's just one of those situations where he needs to figure this out.
Assuming it's a one-day transport, because it was probably a two-day transport here, is he goes up one day and he still has to make the bond, the 112,000 in Oklahoma. That hasn't changed. And so, unless they're already before there. So either way, I don't think the time difference will be an issue because he'll be taken into custody whenever he self-surrenders.
so here, the deal is this, Mr. Diepa, is that
Esto es la situación, señor.
we give people one shot to do the right thing when you have a fugitive case. If you want me to set you a bond, I will. It has to be sufficiently high so that you know we are serious and that we expect you to go turn yourself in. We give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to go either turn yourself in or post bond in that jurisdiction. And if you do, this fugitive case against you gets dismissed. You're old enough to know that actions have consequences. And if you fail to do this, you fail to go turn yourself in, if you fail to post bond or in that jurisdiction, then I will revoke the bond here. I will set it at 0. You will not get another one. I will get a hold of you, and this time I will hold you here until Oklahoma comes and gets you. Do you understand?
¿Entiende?
We have a lot of people here. You already know that Oklahoma is going to come here tomorrow to come pick you up. A lot of times we have people, instead of paying the money to get out, save it to be able to hire a lawyer or post bond in that jurisdiction, because you still have to post bond over there, which is over $100,000. Here, if you post bond here, because it's a fugitive case, you are an inherent flight risk. So you will have to post most, if not all of the bond to be able to get out. Do you understand?
¿Entiende? Yes.
What do you think of bond?
It's hard to say because I don't know the severity of the embezzlement, but
I mean, it's got to be high enough so that he knows we're in business,
I was
right?
going to say, so with the distance of it and the age, I'd say 7,500.
Yo pido
All right, I'll split the puppy.
Yes, Judge.
Entonces,
The bond is set at $5,000.
entonces 5,000
You know what's expected of you.
¿Sabe lo que
You know the consequence of your failure to act. I'm not going to play this game with you again.
Jugar este
Do
juego.
you understand?
Sí,
All
sí.
right.
Yes, yes.
Good luck. Has he already waived?
Suerte.
No, and so if you want to,
He has.
he has, oh, sorry, he did waive, so he didn't refuse. My bad. Yes.
So we'll.
How much time did he have under his belt?
15th, so 3 days.
Okay, so if he does, we'll need the waiver
Well, yeah.
or the withdrawal
So
waiver.
he can make that bond?
Tiene que hacer.
My understanding is yes, let me confirm with him.
Okay,
Just one more time.
I'll stand down. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Así con él.
He's gonna rent a car.
Okay,
Short trip.
just be careful. Don't use, just, yeah, but it gets tested at 30. Let him know. Nothing. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Ray.